in a hurry. The officials did as well.
Wilson going to come out throwing. Able to complete this with a Tyler Conklin. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. From the 44-yard line, here's a 2nd and 7. To throw is Wilson. He dumps this one off here to Hall. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
I like it. I like it. I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game. And you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
You know, in the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it. It really gets them amped up as they go forward.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. And that is incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
They throw it out right complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it. But in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive, INT. Here's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. This defense for the Dolphins very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming out of last week's game, because when you give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game. So to be under that, a terrific achievement.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the 1st quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. To end the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. That's caught by the Notre Dame man. It's Durham Smythe. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 26-yard line.
Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Tua setting up shop to throw again. And this is incomplete. The Dolphins at 2-0 here to begin the season. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now a 2nd and 10. On play action, here's Tua. Forced out to his left. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And his throw is incomplete.
I will see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Second and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Now Tua just going to bat this forward on the end around. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. Anthony Schwartz, his second touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Xavier Gibson now from his end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He might take this all the way. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Jets.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This taken in at the goal line. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
On the ground, this is Devon Achane. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Well, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener. And it was the Dolphins with a road victory, so they'll look for the sweep now here in Miami. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Third catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive. He comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him. And a big one is here as he's taken down. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Play action, now it's Tua. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by DJ Reed. And the Jets force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. These two teams all tied after one. Here now, 2nd and 4. On second down, a run with Hall. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time.
18 on the play. First down, Jets.
It was terrible. Seriously.
They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion right here. He'll get it here on the jet sweep. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now Wilson. His throw here is incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
You know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And that is incomplete.
And that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just one first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
Now Hill to return it. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return, and it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster. They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Well, the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Quentin Williams. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Now that's a run that warms a play caller's heart because you're actually set up to do whatever you want on offense. You can come right back and run essentially the same play because you have momentum. Or you can fake that running play and throw something deep over the top. Or you now feel like you have an extra down to play with. Because if you go ahead and just throw it and you don't get it, come back and try and pick it up on third down.
7 yards there and a first down.
Not too many more ideal situations. And 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
Wilson. He finds his man, complete. That's Wilson. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 34-yard line.
Paul on a give up the middle. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
Tough spot here, 3rd down and 11. Now it's Wilson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 19. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 49 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
This on 1st and goal. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Here's Wilson. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back to the 24. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Motion man left is Lazard. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. And this one is right through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punt, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Set to return. Here's Raheem Mostert. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. first down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, that's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Tua. Now he'll go deep down the middle.
Oh, Cardinal sin there, thrown back over the middle, and it's intercepted.
Marcus May with a pick.
And he'll be brought down with a penalty flag on the field. It was a late decision to throw, and it might have been too late.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Open man here is Cobb, and I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
Can almost see inside his face mask there, the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone came around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Tua, a final shot before half. He'll buy some time right.
And that's going to be incomplete.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Dolphins 7.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And they're going to speed things up here.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Tua wants to throw it on second down.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Jets will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. And a penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward.
Ready. Keep it rolling, boys. Time to get
Now Tua signaling to change things up.
All right, let's go.
On first down, Tagovailoa. He'll get that complete to Alvarado. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Tua going to tap this forward on the jet sweep. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long.
Hey, come on, two. Come on, two. Come on, two. Baby. I want to see your team. Score on this drive. I feel it. Let's go. Take it all the way.
Tua to throw again. Touchdown. Tyreek Hill. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from taking the lead. Sanders now to add the extra point. And this puts him on top by a penny. It's 14-13. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it. 60 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. They'll go again with Hall. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Straight ahead is Hall.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Ball again on 2nd down.
And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And he is going to have a Jets 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
1st down, Jets.
Beckham goes in motion left. Slot man moves right.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. They'll take this to the 46.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Now Wilson on 2nd down. He finds his man complete. That's Wilson.
Wilson to Wilson there. Zach to Garrett for a Jet 1st down.
An 8-yard pickup. 1st down, New York.
Operating from the gun. Wilson. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this 3rd quarter. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. To throw is Wilson. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted.
And the Dolphins are going to get it back here just past the 35.
When I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Tua getting it quickly out to Waddle. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15.
A big play there on the catch and run. 53 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone.
Right back to Jalen Waddle for another catch.
Touchdown Dolphins.
Jalen Waddle, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
On the return is Xavier Gibson. And he's only going to get this to the 4-yard line.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
And he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Wilson going to change things up here. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end.
And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. 14 yards through the air. Caught the D off guard on 3rd and 1. Play action. Now Wilson. Eluding the pressure right.
He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Understanding he's just down one possession, trying to make something happen by extending the play, but the coverage downfield was excellent. He escaped and bought some time, but that one goes incomplete.
Wilson will throw again. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Trying to get a big strike right there and hopefully tie this game up in the late going. But the coverage was there, and this winds up incomplete.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham.
And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A couple of first downs has the football position at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10.
Here's Wilson. Again, it's OBJ, back-to-back catches.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right, safety valve, throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
Oh, he's going up top for Wilson.
And this one is incomplete.
Just because you got the lead in the 4th, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
Again, Wilson.
That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 20-yard line.
That one goes for 24 yards.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
And he stopped immediately there.
Ball resting on the 20. This is 2nd and 10.
This time, Wilson will throw. His throw caught at about the 5.
And the Jets are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. They'll run with Hall.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets.
Breece Hall, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points.
Big play coming now for the Jets as they'll set up to go for 2. Now Wilson. And it's caught. And with it, we are tied here in the 4th.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away.
Mostert now to return.
This taken in right around the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. This is 1st and 10. Throwing Tua. Here's Achane to start the drive.
45 at the 44. Well, that's a good first step, but several steps still to go.
They still have time for the possible game-winning field goal. Time for them to be quick and hurry at the same time.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Now Tua. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert.
And they get him down right near the midfield stripe.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Here comes 2nd down. Tua. This is caught by Waddle. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Here's Tua. That'll be caught by Hill. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. 26 seconds, all that's left in this football game. Here's 2nd down. Tua. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Tua to throw. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They just likely won this thing in regulation. Sanders on for the extra point. And it would appear they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. After the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
On the return is Gibson. And he returns this to the 22. Here's 1st and 10.
Wilson to throw.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And the Dolphins have just about sewn up this football game. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
And he is going to have a Miami first down, and the Dolphins are going to win the football game. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed in intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for Miami, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get another home date next week as the Packers will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Jets, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew.